party over here. Shaking for the man of the year. Man of the year, man of the bounce. Brassy girl.
Hello and welcome to this 2K Sports presentation of the WNBA. We'll watch the Indiana Fever in this one as they go up against the Connecticut Sun. Thanks for joining us. I'm Blake Suniga here with Brian Banafitemi and Tim Swartz.
You know, it's always interesting to match up the offseason expectations with the reality of a new season.
That's what's so great about this league from a fan perspective, right? There's always something to look forward to, no matter where your team is.
Well, both teams here, they're excited about the possibilities, and that can mean anything from developing young talent to winning a chip.
Bonner outside. Pass to Clark. Just 5 to shoot. That's in. Coming off an assist from DeWanna Bonner.
Shows off the playmaking ability. Bonner sees things on the court that other players simply don't.
And it's Court Queen missing. Mitchell outside. First quarter play, 1 minute played. Clark outside. This one for 3. Rebound, Tina Charles. The Sun on offense. Court Queen. She's covered by Clark. It's good for her second make. 2 for 3 so far.
Well, people think of Mabry as a shooter, and she is a great one. But Marina also is more than a capable playmaker.
Pass to Mitchell. Howard the screen. That 3 off the mark. Now here's Court Queen. She's covered by Clark, and she gets it to go.
3 of 4 from the floor to start, and that's a good sign.
Here's the Fever with the ball. It's a 3-point game. Mitchell outside. Kicks it out to Clark. Shoots the 3. It's good for her second make. 2 for 3 so far.
When she has the ball, Mitchell is always looking to find an open teammate. Head on a swivel.
Court Queen, that's good.
That's 4 makes in 5 tries now, and she's really just had a great first quarter, hasn't she?
Pass to Howard. Here's Mitchell. Now here's Clark. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
And guys, this is something we were just talking about off the air, but Caitlin Clark is one of the most hyped basketball players that we've ever seen.
Yeah, and we're not just talking about the WNBA. When you talk about the most hyped rookies, I think you probably have to go back to 2003 when LeBron went first overall. Basically, it's going to be really fun to see how Caitlin Clark's career goes.
Indiana trailing. Boston outside. Back to Clark. From past the arc. Good, and it's Aaliyah Boston who picks up the assist.
She is just tearing it up this quarter, and I don't think this lead is going to go anywhere while she's this hot from the field.
Pass to Court Queen. Tipped away. It's stolen by Aaliyah Boston. Now the Fever moving it up. The 17-footer. Clark can't get it to go.
That's a missed opportunity right there.
And she'll be the first to tell you that's one she should have buried.
And it's the Fever ball. Mitchell with it. She's guarded by Court Queen. Now Mitchell. She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Caitlin Clark outside. Another miss there by Caitlin Clark. Connecticut trailing. Court Queen, that's good.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
It doesn't matter how good their perimeter defense is if they keep allowing easy looks inside.
Now here's Clark. She's got 11. Again, the miss by the Fever. And Connecticut has possession. Pass to Mabry. And here's Court Queen. Outside for Mabry. Lets the three fly. And she's good on the three ball.
A player who knows their role. If a teammate sets up Mabry, she's got the green light to fire.
Clark outside. Plenty of space. The long distance three is buried.
And she's having a quarter, converting at a high percentage.
Now here's Court Queen. Tight defense on her. Pass to Mabry. Court Queen. Outside for Mabry. The three ball. And the Sun hit again from deep.
Great play by Mabry. What an answer from beyond the arc.
And here's Indiana.
Trailing by 4. Here's Clark. 14 points for her. Shot by Mitchell, no good. Here's Court Queen. Count that as her 7th field goal in 10 tries. She's shooting a nifty 70%.
Very well done. Confident and composed as always.
Now here's Mitchell. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change. Court Queen with it. Now Mitchell defending. The shot's good.
The story here in the early stages is how well they've been shooting the ball.
An outstanding percentage. Look, this is how you want to start a ball game, am I right?
Yeah, it just sets a tone.
Here's Boston.
Back to Clark. Can they get it?
Good, and it's Aaliyah Boston who picks up the assist.
She is a machine at the offensive end. I wonder how far behind they would be if she was not having this kind of a quarter.
And it's good. 2 points.
She's made the most of her chances, hasn't she? She needs to keep on working to get these good looks.
Caitlin Clark outside. And another three for Indiana.
Her scoring this quarter has been off the charts, doing all she can to bring them back.
To the paint.
Pass to Nelson Adota. Here's Mabry.
Court Queen. She's covered by Clark. And here's Nelson Adota. Mabry tried to come right back with the three of her own, but it's no good. Now here's Clark. She's guarded by Court Queen. Here's Mitchell. Count that bucket.
Just a strong finish through contact. Kelsey Mitchell refusing to be out-muscled. I love to see that kind of physicality from her.
And back in 2023, the Sun traded away former MVP Jonquel Jones.
Yeah, sending her to New York in a blockbuster deal. Despite losing one of the best players in the league, Connecticut went 27-13 last year, got to the WNBA semifinals, and that tells you how good this organization is.
Pass to Mabry. Out to the wing. Charles in the post. Howard's there. Mabry, she's covered by Mitchell. And it's Court Queen missing. So it's Indiana now. The 4-point game. The three-pointer off the mark.
It's been a bit of a struggle for her this quarter in terms of scoring the ball.
She gets that one.
The defenders didn't really even get a sniff of her on that move to the iron.
Caitlin Clark with the three. Rebounded by the Sun. Pass to Mabry. Court Queen. Fires the three. Off to a good start as she hits her first shot attempt.
Don't underestimate Charles's playmaking ability. She's capable of making some advanced passes.
Here's Clark. And again, unable to change momentum here. Here's Court Queen, and misses it off the right side of the rim. Now the Fever moving it up. Ahead. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Yeah, and the floor really opened up for her there.
And that was not a good reaction from the defense.
Yeah, they look real slow.
Court Queen, that's good.
Yeah, whether by design or by accident, that was a very high-quality shot they created.
Indiana trailing. Bonner with it. She hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. The three. One up, one down. She makes her first shot in this game.
From beyond the arc, MyWnba can be very consistent. She makes those long-range shots look easier.
And that one's good.
They continue to get it inside. The defense struggling to just contain them.
And look, when you make 5 in a row from in tight like they have, it also just takes pressure off of your perimeter guys.
Great point.
Clark outside. And the Fever hit again from deep.
That's just a defensive breakdown. I mean, she is not the player you want to leave open from the perimeter.
Stolen by Clark. Fast break, here they come. Mitchell's shot's good.
What a start to this game. All offense early.
Yeah, this is just playground stuff. Forget about defending. Just keep letting it fly.
That's okay with me.
Court Queen with it. Now guarded by Bonner. And it's good for 2.
3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The defense better start buckling down.
They're getting exposed and punished down low.
Clark outside. The shot, no good.
They've been sensational on the boards to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a good word for it, Tim. That's good. You usually have the right word for these kinds of situations. Just tearing it up on the glass.
How kind of you, Brian.
Now here's Mitchell. Pass to Howard. Clark outside. Launches it. Rebounded by the Sun.
I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Look good here, too. I'm as shocked as you.
Out to the left wing. And here's Court Queen. Guarded by Howard. To the inside. Clock at 4. From outside the arc. The shot comes out. Victor Pocket. Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Sun ahead, they're up by 7. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter 2. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And guys, what's your take on the Sun so far?
Really hard work being put in from the glass by them from the get-go.
Yeah, everyone's done a great job boxing out for them here.
So both teams making some changes here. Now here's Mitchell. Pass to Bonner. Beyond the arc. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Oh, I think she owes the three-pointer dinner because it's been her best friend today, no question.
Well, it has been today anyway. I mean, look, most of her points have been courtesy of the deep ball.
And guys, we've heard so much about Caitlin Clark, but Brian, why don't you give a scouting report to those who haven't gotten a chance to see her play?
Well, she's an incredible passer. She's got limitless range, and I think she's underrated as a defender. For the Fever, we're talking about a franchise player to build around.
And for the Connecticut Sun, their first year in the W was in 1999. They're still searching for that first title.
Connecticut has been so close, falling in the finals 4 times. A couple of those losses in a heartbreaking fashion. Sun fans are very hungry for that banner. The ball movement on this run has been fantastic, and it's a big part of why they've been able to get good looks.
Absolutely, the defense unable to react quickly enough to deal with their passing.
Gonzalez, it's good, and the assist that time from Diamond DeShields.
Right back at you. They immediately get those 3 points back.
Just trading punches from long range.
It's been a heavyweight fight.
Pass to Mitchell. Down it goes. That's 4 made from the field. She's 4 of 8.
Sees the opening and does not hesitate. Mitchell challenging this defense.
Here's Court Queen. Soft touch off the glass. The Fever leading. Now Mitchell. 9 points in the game. Bonner outside. And it's off from 3-point range. Court Queen. She's covered by Mitchell. Count that one. Here's Mitchell. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Yeah, she's played an important role in her offense today, and really without her, they might not have the lead right now.
Misses the layup. Read by Howard. From deep. The Sun pull it in. And here's Court Queen. And she has 38 in the game. Indiana with the ball. Mitchell outside. Howard. Pass to Bonner. The tray. It's in. Basket number 6 for her thus far. She has missed only 2 shots from the floor.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from 3-point range.
The defense, they have to close out quicker.
Now a timeout called by Connecticut.
Substitution on the court.
Connecticut trailing. Here's Court Queen. Banked in off the glass. And these guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assists.
When everybody's involved offensively, it's in a way helping you defensively too.
Mitchell, shots good.
And that's pretty much an unguardable move for Mitchell. So skilled and composed with the ball in her hands.
Here's Court Queen. So the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws for the contact there.
4th team foul.
Caitlin Clark picks one up.
Well, probably the right play defensively. If you can't get the block, send them to the line.
Exactly. You want to prevent the layup, give them a little knock, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming down the lane the next time around.
It does send a message.
Pass to Fagbenle. Mitchell, Mabry covering. Mitchell, shot's good.
It took her a little while to get into the flow of the game, but she's turned it on here in the second quarter.
Here's the 3. Court Queen, that's good.
I can't believe it. They cannot forget about her like that. She's not going to miss that open look.
Pass to Mitchell. Howard the screen. Floats one. Nelson Adota with the rebound. Here's Court Queen. Drops in the layup for 2.
A great game for her offensively. She's been a factor.
The Fever trailing. Caitlin Clark with the 3. And the rebound goes to the Sun.
The 2024 top pick, Caitlin Clark. We've never seen a player enter the league with her level of height, and it's deserved.
It's crazy. I mean, you're talking about Caitlin Clark setting the scoring record for career points in college, shattering viewership records as well. Lots of people excited to see Clark in the W.
And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing in control. Mitchell with it.
15 points in the game. to Clark. Will it go?
Another miss there by Caitlin Clark.
Well, after that great first quarter from three-point range, she's finally come back to earth.
For three.
The basket good off the assist from Sophie Cunningham.
Even after all those three-pointers she hit in the first quarter, it looks like the D still hasn't learned its lesson as they leave her open for another one here.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Now here's Clark. She's got 26. Pass to Fagbenle. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That'll get the refs' attention.
Well, I just think an illegal screen, it's one of the toughest calls for an official to make.
Yeah, you have to appreciate how difficult a job they have to do when it comes to making calls like that. It's not as easy as people might think.
And the refs in this league just do a great job.
And it's Court Queen missing. Kelsey Mitchell into the lane. Shoots it up. Yes, indeed. It is good. That's her 8th make against 14 attempts.
Superb work inside for Mitchell. She's so good at finding space to shoot from the interior.
Court Queen, that's good.
Of their last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is smash mouth basketball, guys.
Yeah, they're really imposing their will offensively and getting exactly the kind of looks they want.
Pass to Bonner. Now here's Clark. 6 on the shot clock.
Here's Boston.
And no good. Her first shot of the game, missing. Here's Court Queen. Natasha Howard with the rebound. They've been hanging in there.
Yeah, and a chance here to jump on top.
Now Mitchell. 17 points in the game.
Pass to Boston.
Mitchell. Caitlin Clark outside. Buries the long-range jumper.
Once again, the defense letting her get open at the three-point line. I don't know how you can allow that to happen in this game situation.
Court Queen, that's good.
And they're beginning to just fall apart defensively, especially on the interior.
Yeah, they're crumbling like a cookie right now, and that's 4 straight field goals they've allowed from within touching distance of the rim.
Here's Clark. She's got 29 points for the game. Offline with the 3. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. The Sun on top, up 1. And don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Make some noise and get ready for the big half-court shot. Please direct your attention to center court. Drums. They're thinking about the shot.
The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first 2 quarters. And you look at Court Queen, what a contribution.
Her play in the first half was very disciplined, very efficient. Her shot selection was consistently excellent.
That's right, and whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, she's taking only what the defense is giving her and not trying to do too much.
Indiana with the ball. And here's Clark. Outside Howard.
Boston.
Here's Mitchell.
And that's collected by Marina Mabry.
Not sure what the D was doing there. She's not the player to give open looks to, but they got away with it that time.
2 points. That one goes in.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside. That's 10 points in a row from the paint.
It's now become, here it comes, and see if you can stop it.
Here's Natasha Howard for three. Bangs home the trifecta.
Great recognition on the catch and shoot. Howard understood exactly how much time she had.
Gonzalez, and they pick up two.
Not much resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic. In fact, I'll just say it, they are automatic.
Boston outside.
Mitchell, shot's good.
Kelsey Mitchell.
And so here's Connecticut. Court Queen with it. And that one good.
3 straight makes to start the second half.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it.
And it's been a rough few years for Indiana. They haven't been to the playoffs since 2016.
Single-digit wins in 5 of the last 7 seasons. But the good news is the Fever have loads of young talent, starting with Caitlin Clark and Aaliyah Boston. They have arguably the best young core in the W.
And she lays it straight in.
She's doing everything for them right now on the offensive side. No matter what the defense has done, she's had an answer.
Timeout called the Fever. Indiana trailing. Now here's Bonner. She's got 17. Three-pointer. And Kelsey Mitchell gets the three.
Yeah, Mitchell's really in a groove tonight. She's not being shy at all about shooting the rock.
Now here's Court Queen.
Not a lot of room. Yep, that one goes.
Boy, not a lot of resistance inside, and they're taking advantage.
That aspect of this game, the play in the paint, has gone almost entirely their way.
Absolutely.
Boston up top.
Looking for a first basket still in this one.
They've clearly been the better team on the glass, but it hasn't necessarily translated to the scoreboard.
But I like their energy. If they can maintain that level of effort, I think it bodes well for them. And they've really come out of halftime on fire.
Now Bonner. Outside Howard.
Pass to Boston.
Mitchell. Another miss by Kelsey Mitchell.
Hard to figure out why she didn't bury that one. Not a defender near her.
Court Queen with it. The Fever pull it in. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Bonner, good.
It's hard to slow down DeWanna Bonner when she's scoring like this because she keeps her foot on the gas pedal.
Here's Court Queen. Lays it up and banks it in.
Shaky defense down low again. It's just been a mismatch in the paint.
I'm sure they didn't go into this one expecting to get battered like this inside.
Boston outside.
Pass to Bonner.
Howard the screen.
For three. That one's good. DeWanna Bonner for three.
The defense really slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Bottom line is this. Those triples, they sure add up, don't they? They've got to make the adjustment.
And that one good.
They're just killing them in the paint.
You can say that again. I mean, the defenders aren't being nearly aggressive enough down low.
They're just killing them in the paint.
Thank you.
There's the three. That one falls, coming off Kelsey Mitchell's feet.
They come out of halftime smoking hot from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and as hot as they are from out there, there's absolutely no reason not to just keep letting them fly.
I agree, Brian. You should all have the green light.
The Sun with the lead. Here's Court Queen. Good work there as it goes.
She has been unconscious this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Mitchell. She's got 22. Bonner outside for the tie. And that's collected by Tina Charles. Here's Court Queen. Here's the second effort. That one goes. Count it.
Man, they have got to put a body on her because otherwise, with her agility and athleticism, they're just not going to be able to contain her on the offensive glass.
Now a timeout called by Indiana.
And the Fever making a change here.
And here's Indiana. Pass to Boston.
Mitchell, Mabry covering. Mitchell, shot's good.
Just really good awareness right there on the assist.
Drafted back in 2018, Kelsey Mitchell has spent her entire career with Indiana.
Yeah, and the Fever have yet to make the playoffs with her on the team. It's made Kelsey really overlooked. Quietly, she's carried their offense over the years, put up big numbers, and was an all-star in 2023.
And after going first overall in the 2023 draft, Aaliyah Boston went on to win Rookie of the Year.
Led the league in shooting percentage, top 10 in rebounding and blocks. I mean, what more could you ask from a rookie big? Boston, an immediate impact made in setting the foundation in Indiana.
Clark outside. Jacks up a three. Nelson Adota with the rebound. And here's Court Queen. What an incredible scoring display she's put on tonight.
It's a one-man show out there, guys. Looks like she's willing to handle all the offensive duties for them.
Mitchell outside.
Pass to Boston.
Shot clock at 5. Back to Mitchell. The three is up. Rebound, Tina Charles.
Okay, this has just been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead going here. Doing the dirty work down low. I really love to see that.
It's been a collective effort. Everybody's boxing out, making sure they secure the glass.
Clark with it. She's got 29 points for the game. From the arc. No luck on that one.
She's been eyes full from three-point range since halftime, and she continues to fire away. She's got to tone it down.
Court Queen, that's good.
I've really liked their activity in the post today. Their movement down low has just been great.
Exactly. They've generated easy opportunities inside.
Caitlin Clark with the three. And no good. And they've got a nice little run going.
Yeah, they're making it look easy offensively. Love the flow.
Court Queen, that's good.
It's not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. Just too many looks from in close.
You know, usually when teams give up runs like this, it's because they allow chances from inside. Make them beat you from deep.
Here's Mitchell. Rebounded by the Sun.
This offense, it just seems completely deflated.
While at the other end, it's one bucket after another. This run is really getting out of hand.
Making it ugly.
Court Queen, that's good.
A big lead becomes bigger. They are playing with purpose, guys.
And that goes for both ends of the floor. They've been controlling the action everywhere.
Just dominant.
Foul called that time on the way up. And that'll give us 2 chances at the first team.
Well, Tina Charles has always had an impressive and versatile skill set, Brian.
Yeah, she's led the league both in scoring and rebounds before. She's a true double-double threat on any night and impacts the game in so many ways.
Off on that one, so she goes 1 for 2 at the line.
And I'll let you two take out your crystal balls here. What do you think is the next step for this league?
I just think everything gets bigger. We're talking ratings, attendance, interest. We're just now scratching the surface.
Absolutely, and we've seen massive growth the last few years, and to me, the WNBA, this is not where it ends up. They're just getting started, and it's going to continue every year to get bigger and bigger.
Both good at the line.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
They've yet to miss, so yeah, you really can't do any better.
Boston outside. Pass to Fagbenle. Mitchell outside. And the basket is good.
Well, she, for one, hasn't let them down, but a few of her teammates need to pick up the pace and pick it up fast.
Court Queen. She's covered by Clark. Here's Charles. Now here's Court Queen. Non-stop scoring machine here. Pass to Allen. And here's Court Queen. Over to the left wing. Off target from three-point range. Now Clark. She has 30. Fagbenle. Here's Mitchell. Ebert pulls it in. Here's Allen. Bonner with the block.
Defense is all about effort. Bonner gives so much effort on this side of the ball. Fun to watch.
And it's in.
Assistant, Clark.
And so here's Connecticut. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And it's Court Queen missing. Mitchell outside. And she was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws for her. It's on Allen.
And Mitchell understands her role on this team. She's out there to score as often as she can.
Both. Clark, she's guarded by Court Queen. Clark, good, and it's Aaliyah Boston who picks up the assist.
She's been a bright spot for them, trying to will them to victory.
Court Queen with it, now guarded by Bonner. And again, no good by Connecticut. Indiana trailing. Fires from the wing. And that's collected by Tina Charles. And Connecticut has possession. Here's Court Queen. And the layup's good off the glass.
They'll take as many of those looks as they can get, trust me.
Clark with it. Bonner outside. Drills the three-pointer.
What's got into her today? This is getting ridiculous.
Stolen by Bonner. And she drops in the layup off glass.
Great focus from Bonner there. Got to do more than this to slow her down if you're the defense.
Here's Court Queen. And yep, it's good.
Shooting as well as she has from the floor in a game this tight, you just have to think that she's going to be a factor till the very end.
Both teams will make substitutions. Indiana with the ball. They trail by 7. Bonner for 3. And the Fever hit again from deep.
Well, you want to get back into a ball game, knock down threes. Another 3 from her, getting them that much closer.
Well, she knows all about that. I mean, most of her points have come on the three-point shot today.
Watch out. Now that she's got her first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
And here's Indiana.
Clark outside. Bonner on the wing. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And so it looks like the Sun will retain possession here. And the Fever making a change here.
Number 0, Kelsey Mitchell.
And Connecticut has possession. They lead by 7. Yeah, count it.
They've been able to depend on her offense all game, guys. She's just not wasting any chances, any shots she's had.
And if they want to make things even easier on themselves here late in the ball game, I got an idea. Just keep getting her the basketball.
Clark outside. Over court queen.
That one's good. Clark.
Yeah, that's great ball movement by Kelsey Mitchell. Finds a way to get it to her open teammate.
Outside Mabry. Pass to court queen. Launches a three, and the three ball is good.
I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass up.
Now here's Bonner. Mitchell outside. That's good, and it's Tawana Bonner with the assist.
They're giving her a little too much space out there. That's her third three-pointer since halftime.
Pass to court queen. Here's Mabry. She's covered by Mitchell. Now here's court queen. Outside Mabry. Just for a shoot. Fires from deep. Fagbenle with the rebound. Now here's Mitchell. Mabry covering. Mitchell's shot's good.
And this game is really heated up. I didn't think it could get any more high scoring than it already was.
Yeah, well, no one's ever going to argue with more offense, and that's exactly what we're getting.
I'm not going to argue with you, Brian. Let's see more offense.
Here's court queen. Not going to go that time.
Nice D from Aaliyah Boston.
Clark outside. Pass to Mitchell. Lets it go from deep. And the Fever hit again from deep.
The shots finally dropping for them in bunches, and the complexion of this game has changed.
That was the only thing that could have brought them back in this game. Everything had to start falling. Boy, have they gotten hot.
Absolutely dialed in here down the stretch. She's 5 for 7 from the field.
Boston outside.
Pass to Fagbenle. Mitchell makes it off the glass.
The points just keep coming for her this quarter, and at the right time, too, as they continue to try and narrow this deficit.
Timeout called the Sun.
Here's court queen. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
This is quite a show she's putting on. She can't be stopped here in the fourth. That's now 6 makes on 8 shots.
You know, she's made up for a lack of size in the post with a lot of extra effort. She's done some serious work on the board.
Bucket is good.
She came out of the locker room smoking. Great second half for her so far.
Now here's Clark. Defense is right there. With the shot. Rebound, Tina Charles. The Sun leading. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing in control.
Now Clark. All alone. That one is off.
This has been a rough second half for her shooting the ball. She should probably adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
And it's court queen missing. Here's Mitchell. Clark outside to the middle.
Boston good.
The easy look off the pass from Howard. Great awareness leads to the bucket.
Here's court queen. Up and in on the layup. And here's Clark. Puts up a 3. Drops in the tray.
Man, this fourth quarter has been tremendous, really, for them from three-point range.
Yeah, a ton of their points coming from long range here. What a barrage.
And what a time to hit the threes.
Outside Mabry. Pass to court queen. There's the triple. The Fever pull it in. Mitchell with it. He's picked up by Charles. Clark outside. Fires for three. And that's collected by Tina Charles.
The defense has nothing to worry about out there with her shooting because she just can't dial it in from deep this half.
And they're in the driver's seat.
Yeah, if they can come out with some points on this trip, it's just about over.
Pass to Court Queen. Clark with the double team. Now Court Queen. Stolen by Clark.
No time to spare. They need a bucket.
And then a steal or foul to stop the clock.
Here's Mitchell. Three-pointer. The rebound by Charles. And they go to the intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6.
Two shots.
So she goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's a 7-point ball game. Timeout called the Fever. And what do you guys think?
I applaud them for trying until the very end, but this one's in the bag.
Absolutely. The only thing this timeout's going to do is draw out the misery a little bit longer.
And we've got dinner plans tonight.
And that's an intentional foul.
Well, give them credit for continuing to battle, but this one's just about dead.
Yeah, they're just delaying the inevitable at this point. Even if they miss the free throws, there's just not enough time left.
I mean, you like the spirit, but come on, let's all go home.
Time called here. The Fever decide to talk it over. And what's your take, guys?
Talk all they want, but I just don't see a way for them to get back into this one.
I'm not sure why they took that time out. It's probably too late.
Hits the three-point bomb. So we get to see the Sun get the win here. And they didn't make it easy on themselves for their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
Yeah, there were some times that momentum shifted either way, especially early on. But give the team credit for sticking right with the game plan and finishing the job.
And that'll wrap it up